Welcome to Tiki Talk, the podcast, with your host, Kevin, a.k.a. Shipnut. Are you ready? Let's go. Hey, welcome to Tiki Talk, the podcast. I have the original party starter in my hand. Today we are going to talk to the genius that he is, JustintimeNola, the inventor of the party starter. Let me get him on the screen. Justin, welcome to Tiki Time, my man.
Cheers, my guy. How you making out?
Fantastic. How's things going with you today?
It is about 97 degrees outside, and I've lost 3 pounds while waiting to get on.
That's fantastic. We love to hear that. All right, so Justin, you have come up with this awesome invention. You know, this thing is crazy. I love it. I've used it so many times. It's a great invention. So we're going to get into how you came up with this in just a little while, you know. But before that, I want to know, what did your life look like briefly before social media? I mean, because now that you're rolling into social media and stuff like that, what was Justin like before you social media?
I was a laborer. I was a person that could not work for anybody. Did a lot of contract work, but sales and marketing was pretty much my background. That's what my love was. I love making something out of nothing. What brought me more or less from that to social media is we had a hurricane here in St. Charles Parish that destroyed pretty much every single house around here. So I turned all of my work out here, started doing fencing, and I had an injury that prevented me from doing that anymore. So I was stuck in front of TikTok.
Okay.
And I watch everybody else doing things and making money on TikTok. I got involved in the TikTok alcohol scene.
As we all have.
I started watching your stuff and Pike and freaking Wild Wild West and all those guys, and like, how are these guys rocking all this amazing liquor out, and you have to crack it and all these tools and people making money on it.
Yeah.
So I told Lulabelle, I need to take a break until I get my surgery done, and I'm gonna figure something out. I'm gonna figure out something I could do on here, because I am, as you know, completely ignorant to every facet of how TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff. So I'm never going to set it up right to make money.
Well, wait a minute. You are not ignorant on TikTok, because if I recall, you have like 37 different accounts on TikTok. So you obviously know what you're doing.
No, I did that because I didn't know what I was doing. So I was my own first follower, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. And when I posted a video, all of my other accounts liked them. So I created my own algorithm.
See, that's the way to go right there.
I really didn't know what I was doing. I just wanted people to think I had at least 37 people watching my videos. And,
well, somebody's got to watch them, right?
That's it. I think most of us watch our own more than anybody else. I probably watch each video I post 75 times as I'm editing it.
So just, watching TikTok and stuff like that got you in the mood to start posting on social media, right?
If you've ever been in sales and marketing or business in general, when you watch other people be successful at something you don't understand, you try to figure out, what are they doing? How is it working? How can I introduce myself into a market that I am completely not educated in and make some money? What I know how to do is sell. I don't know how to set up a monetization plan on Instagram or Facebook, what have you. So my only option was I need to invent something.
Okay. And
took 6 months from my first TikTok page to me getting to a point when I had an idea.
Mm-hmm.
And a few months past that, to have that idea turn into something that kind of worked. Well,
lots
of trial and error.
I think you've perfected it since then.
It's very fun.
Yeah. You've definitely perfected it since then. Now, what you also throw down in the kitchen.
I do.
You do. So, because I've seen a lot of your videos, you're throwing down some tasty eats, man, some good looking stuff. you're mixing up some awesome cocktails at your bar back there, and you've come up with this wonderful invention in the party starter. It's must be difficult for you to keep all that down.
It's only difficult because I have the attention span of a tick. So I I love cooking, but there is no rhyme or reason to my content, but there is an afterthought there for it. And how many times can you watch me make a drink? I'm from New Orleans. I've always been a foodie. What really stinks about my cooking on this app is the fact that I've been a fake keto Atkins person since I've been on here. I mean, I drink 6,000 carbs a day, but I eat not. What I cook is more or less what I eat.
Yeah.
So the food that I'm cooking is not New Orleans food. It's not what my passion and soul is, but it's making what I'm watching on TikTok have flavor.
Yeah.
Have a little soul to it. So I try to mix it up and give you a little bit of personal life, a little bit of food. I mean, add just-in-time food, just-in-time drinks, just-in-time reviews, just-in-time everything.
Yeah, you are just in time, my friend.
That's it. Take a little bit of everything from everybody that I like.
But that's awesome. You found your niche in social media. You really have. I would say.
I'm getting it. I was very, very screen shy. I'm a people-to-people person.
Yeah.
So making a video looking at myself is not, to me, people-to-people. So I'm not getting to see the reaction of the people that I'm making this video for, or the audience that might like the video. And a lot of people don't comment. And luckily, I have not had a lot of trolls or people like that bother me on my page. So I'm blessed in that aspect, and thank you. And if you're watching and you want to be one, it's okay.
Well, it helps the algorithm. I mean, I'll take a troll any day. It helps me boost my views.
I feel like I grew so slowly because nobody was trolling me, and all the comments were just nice, and it was one-offers. So I couldn't really play on that. But,
yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, it's just a little mix of everything. It's what I like to watch when I'm on TikTok.
Yeah.
I like every individual. I like the drink pages that I watch, but I also like the food pages I watch. I also like watching people go to haunted houses and do all these different little things. So I try to kind of just do everything that I like, so that in the grand scheme of things, if you step back and you find my page, you can walk through it and you'll see a whole lot of this because this is my living now.
Yeah.
You'll also see some good recipes, and you'll see some fun with Lulabelle and I. And
well, she's your partner in crime right there. I mean,
she's my partner in crime. She's the one that ships everybody's packages, packages, does all the logos, made our little mascot. I mean, I designed it though. I have to take credit where credit's due. You have to get credit for the design. We got chested.
But she designed it, so I mean, you designed it. She does it all.
She did all the magic behind it, which I would never be able to figure out. I would just pay for it.
Yeah.
What she's still paying for it, because every time we get like 100 orders in, and she's yelling at me because she's individually hand putting on, so everything about the party starter, I don't think we mentioned this, is all handmade by us. There's nobody else involved in it, from order to ship, to labeling, to logoing, to assembling, to the whole 9 yards. It's all done by us, just us two.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've been on your lives on TikTok, and you're sitting there with the drill, and you're just going to town, just pumping out party starters left and right as you're talking to people. I mean, it's wonderful to see that you're doing that. And it's just
cooler out.
When you're not banned from TikTok.
There's that beginning freshness that's from 7 o'clock till about 9:30. But then once 11 o'clock comes around, the tide kind of turns to the not so TikTok appropriate content. And
well, listen, I've tuned into your live during high tide, my friend. I mean,
I don't remember much about those times, but I do always remember waking up the next morning and seeing an apology letter written to you in your messages. I'm so sorry that you came in and saw that.
It's all good. All right, I got a couple comments. Doug Deanna said Red Lobster sausage balls.
I did those. Yeah, that's on my page. Those things are awesome.
All right.
Now, if you make them, there's a caveat to that. I didn't put it in the recipe that I made, but I just got some regular butter, maple syrup, and a little brown sugar, and whipped that up, and that's what I dipped them in. And that made that sweet, salty. That balance was gorgeous.
That sounds very, very good.
That was a dangerous one, and definitely not a keto recipe, but delicious.
Well, look at me, bro. I'm not keto friendly, my friend. I like to eat.
I mean,
Obviously.
the only view I ever see of you is from underneath your chin up to your forehead. So,
well,
which
that's what we can
am I
do.
doing something wrong? I've been wondering this question forever. Every single drink content creator I watch has a camera down here, looking up their nostrils, and I'm like, why are they doing that? Like if you did that, you'd see all of that, which I don't like. Up here, I look like I don't have a neck, but I mean, I look like I got some form. But when you have it from underneath, even if you are healthy and like chiseled, you got like that whole downward angle. Now, granted, you can see your whole bar. It is very difficult for the content and what I'm trying to make to show everything. But you have to give and take there, and I'd rather look prettier than have that angle. But man, y'all rock that out all the time. And
yeah,
I don't know.
No, for me, it's where I mount my phone mount. You know what I mean? I'm very simple. I got a $5 clip I got on at a store. It was on clearance. It's a ring light about this big, and it just clips to the back of my bar stool, and my phone goes in it. That's how I do it, and that's how I get. It comes. Well, it's kind of straight in front of me, but you know what I mean. It's just tough to, I'm not going to go spend thousands of dollars on a damn ring light. I mean,
I have a $200 Android phone.
Yep.
I do 100% of every video, every edit, everything. I've never used a laptop for any of my content. Nothing. It's just this phone, and that's it. And I've broken this phone probably 35 times.
I use my phone for everything. All my TikTok, all my social media, I use my phone. Now the podcast is a little different. I'm sitting in my house right now, which is kind of nice. I'm not sweating out my Tiki bar. I got air conditioning going on.
You're welcome that we're sitting outside, because inside is a workshop and a warehouse of like materials and orders, and there's not one good angle or lighting that I could possibly set up in there to make that work. So again, by the time this ends, she has her little Fitbit watch on right now. We'll let you know how many calories we burnt in weight loss. We weighed in before we came out.
Well, so now you'll be ready to consume some more beverages once you delete some calories.
Absolutely.
All right. So I saw a video the other day. I'm actually gonna pull it up because it's intriguing to me.
Oh.
It was intriguing. It was your video. It was your pre-workout drink.
Yes.
It was your Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up right here. Hold on, and we're gonna talk about this. This is Justin's pre-workout right here. If you guys can see it, we're talking cocoa vodka. That's his workout drink. But watch. But watch.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is video gold. Look at this stuff. Dude, you are insane.
Yes.
You should sign like a dream.
I don't recommend anything I'm doing. All right. So that's Justin's pre-workout routine is vintage distilling vodka and pre-workout. Dude. I mean,
it's a go-to thing. So back in the day, I worked out all the time, and energy levels are very hard for me to maintain.
Yeah.
If you drink a lot, I mean, I grew up in New Orleans, bouncing on Bourbon Street, uptown, all around.
Yeah.
So I kind of grew up. Pre-workout came out, and it was the most amazing thing in the world. I learned very quickly that if you made if you didn't have a Mountain Dew or a Sprite or a Coke or a Chaser, if you just mixed your drink with pre-workout, you had something special. Now, I will let you know, if anybody did try that, your skin's going to crawl like you have like bugs everywhere, like crawling underneath them. And it lasts for like 4 or 5 hours. You see little spirally, curly things in your eyeballs. It's great, though. But it gets you into a let's get this done mode. When I was doing landscape designs of builds, it was my go-to. That was my lunch break drink. That was my get to the job site And I don't recommend anything I do. Drink responsibly. You can ask Lubel. I breathe like I'm gonna have a heart attack all day long.
I do that too, but I mean,
but I do diligently drink about a gallon and a half of water every single day.
I'm gonna have to start that pre-workout regimen because that sounds like something I could get into myself.
Yeah, I mean, it will definitely get you going, but you need to do something after you take it. You can't just like take the pre-workout and then like sit at the bar all day and freaking drink. I mean, I have done that too, but
well, what if I just sit by the pool and swim? I mean, I could swim.
Do some laps, do some Pilates. That's another trademark that I have coming out. I have a whole Pilates workout routine.
Oh man, I thought I saw that when you posted it, and I was like, what the fuck? This is awesome.
You should have saw what I didn't add to that video because there's a lot more to it. A lot at the gym, which was quite funny.
I mean,
the beautiful part about the party starter is that it's a conversation starter first. You walk in anywhere with this, no matter where you are. And if you go through our videos, you'll see us in like Mississippi, at a couple bars, hanging out, what have you. When you show up anywhere with this, people start talking to you about it, and it gets you into places that you're not even allowed to have a drink or bring food or drinks into, just because they're interested in it, and it turns into a night just because you happen to show up with one.
We'll be right back. We're just reloading the cannons and filling our rum. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hey guys, don't forget to go over to shipnut.net and get everything you've ever wanted. Go over to shipnut.net right here. We have podcasts, we have blogs, we have cocktail recipes, Amazon store, everything you need right here. It's a one-stop shop. Don't forget to click on that CW Spirits link. Get your favorite spirits delivered to your door. Also, don't forget, check out the merch shop. You can get all your favorite Shipnut merch right there at the merch shop. So check out shipnut.net. Guys, help me out. Go to shipnut.net, guys. Cheers.
So I've gotten into a lot of fun with it.
I mean, well, how did you come up with the party starter? I mean, just take me through your brain for a second, and how did you brainstorm the party starter?
I stated earlier, I got injured on a job and started doing TikTok. If you go way back to the very first TikTok post that I did, you didn't see me in any of them. It was just me copying other people's stuff, adding emoji, adding some funny music, whatever. After watching TikTok for a certain period of time, calculating what I could possibly do on here to make an income or a living, I figured out I needed to make something because I can't figure out. Back then, it was like they're telling people they're making like 36 cents for every million views, and I had like 100. Like, that's never going to happen. So yeah. I definitely sell something. So flash forward, and I believe I might have sent you a video, but there was I started doing alcohol content, and we were sitting right here at this table with a little buzzball. Now, if you didn't know, Lulabelle is about the most OC person that you'll ever meet. She checks the doorknob 65 times. We've replaced this doorknob in the back porch 5 times because she wiggles it really hard 8 times before she leaves every day. I mean, it's funny, but sometimes it's not.
I know my home is secure.
All right. So, yeah, you did send me the video. And you called it, is it called the Party Killer? That's what you started.
So I renamed this 25 times because I usually drink a whole lot of them before I did a video because I needed some liquid courage.
Yeah, well.
But jammed the freaking 99 into this little buzzball. And when I did, it splattered all over her. And if you saw her face in that video, OCD, what have you, messy, doesn't like any of it.
Yeah.
At that moment, I said, I have to figure out a way to do this because I like drinking these. And she loves me a lot more when she drinks an entire shot with a buzzball right away.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of it usually do as well. So the faster you can make that happen, you make that happen. Long story short, I made a mess. And doing this was not effective. And that was where my beginning concept thought came to work.
All right.
And it still took
guys, I'm gonna show you Justin's Party Killer video right now. Let's watch the beginnings of the party starter. All right, we'll cut it short if it goes too long, but let's see the Party Killer right here, guys. Let's see it.
This is embarrassing. This is before I had a voice. guess I'm glad I can't see this.
That's all right. You'll be able to see it post-production. All right, an apple and strawberry Rita. All right.
That was not good. It's disgusting.
All right.
It's not good. It's okay.
All right. All right. Lulabelle is trying not to put this in there. There he goes. Saves the day right there. Oh. I mean, you gotta give it what it is. I mean, that's liquor. But you're missing one liquor. Because you are the liquor concept.
I have so many things that I wanted to do with what I was doing to brand me. So liquor still there. It's going to be part of the clothing line, part of the 80 proof.
Part of the merch.
But yeah, so I mean, again, this is me just throwing poop at the wall and seeing what sticks and what I liked and what was catchy and working. But obviously, at this point in time was not important enough for me to remember the name of it. But eventually, it panned out.
Yeah. So now developing this awesome gadget, what struggles did you have making this to work the way it does now?
There's a lot of factors that go to. I didn't have an income. I'm injured. Didn't have insurance. Still haven't had my surgery yet. Didn't have enough income to have the surgery. Mm-hmm. So coming up with a product that you're going to sell without having capital to pay somebody to manufacture or produce.
Yeah.
You're talking about a lot of obstacles to overcome to get to that thing.
Yeah.
So once it came to what I kind of knew what I wanted to do, it was literally just finding anything on the market that could have a base for me to build on, that I could get a part of their utility patent and what have you to add what we were doing to it.
Yeah.
And it took me a whole lot of tries and a whole lot of, again, when we get to the double barrel, you can see how my brain operates. Let me make something that works. And then let me make something that looks decent enough to sell to somebody that's handmade, that isn't like this. So
we're gonna get into that. I mean, that's the double barrel party starter right there, which has been refined immensely. It doesn't look like you're a plumber walking down the street with 2 shots and a beer.
I didn't know anything about really anything, and from the start, just putting a bottle on top of a can, it won't drink. It creates an air pocket if it's flat. So when you drink it out, once the air pocket popped, it drops. So the first couple ones I made, I would drink the damn drink down to here, and the bottle would still stay full on top. Like, why is that happening? So then I had to learn the physics of shotgunning, basically, and why you get flow and how can you create flow without having an air pocket on the back of a bottle. And 55 attempts later, I figured out that having an angle on this and then having that little swoop tubing and having it vented not only let the bottle drain at a very decent pace, but those little vent holes let what's in your can climb into the bottle. Because it has to be carbonated for that to work, but it will mix itself.
So what I'm going to show it on my screen. There's the tube with the little holes right there. If my camera will focus in, and it's tipped up like that. So it's a genius concept. I mean, yeah, you got it right there, and it's better.
If you 3D print this, it doesn't work.
Yeah,
because this flexibility has to be there because of the length of this is exact. The holes in it are in the exact position in which they need to be for it to catch an air bubble once you sip it right there and have it mixed. But I've done this with hard tubing. Doesn't work at all. So I have to pass just me having to hand make them because I've had somebody 3D print it and 5 different ways. The fluid does not drain. It doesn't mix. It doesn't flow. So
it has to have that flexibility for it to work properly.
And believe it or not, this opposite angle cut.
Okay.
If I have that the opposite way, it does not flow at all. If I have it cut flat, it doesn't flow at all. It's really weird, but again, that was just me figuring things out by.
Well, it's genius. I mean, trial and error, and you've got it right. Because this thing. Now, I'm going to be honest. My first attempt at the party starter didn't go so well.
But why?
It was my fault. It was my fault. I was new to the party starter game. I've mastered it since then, but I was new to the party starter game, and it was just a terrible mess. Now
I invented it, and I had a customer send me a video and said, "Why are you putting this on your product first and then screwing it on when you could just do this?" Okay, anyway, when you could just my brain just anyway. When you could just do this,
yeah,
and then slap it on, and I was like, I don't know why I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So I was like, send me a video of you doing that. I posted that on Facebook. It is the only video I have over 1 million views on, ever.
Yeah.
So that was her video, which made me I felt very lackluster about that. But I do love her. She's a great friend, and she's ordered lots of others since then. But I made it. She came up with this method of putting it on, and now it's the only method I use because it's truly foolproof. But
yeah, so you've made it. And now when you ship it, you got instructions in there. You got on your website, and I'm going to show that right now, which is the originalpartystarter.com is Justin's website where you can get and order the party starter. You can order the double barrel party starter, mini shot bottles. He's got so much on there to order and get into this game. Now I have a discount code. You can use ShipNut and get 10% off, and which is awesome, which saves people money. But the party starter I found is great for on the go. Like if I went to the beach, I can bring a bunch of mini bottles. I don't have to bring a big bottle with me, and a couple cans of mixer or soda or whatever. And I can make whatever I want, sip it right there on the beach. So that's why I love to use it, because it's small and convenient enough to take wherever I want to go.
And we literally throw ice into a 99s bucket.
Oh, see?
Throw a couple party starters into it. We throw the little mini bottles that we include with the party starter into it. And then you have your regular ice chest with your, food, beer, whatever.
Yeah.
You got yourself pretty ready to go.
Are you sponsored by 99 yet?
No, we should be.
They don't even have a freaking Instagram page.
I mean, you should be, because you use them an awful lot.
In about 2 weeks, I mean, we probably have 100 buckets.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a whole setup behind me one day.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, tell me you have a party starter without telling me you have a party starter. It's going to be a whole wall of that. Yeah, but I also drink copious amounts of alcohol. So I drank copious amounts of alcohol before I made the party starter.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go through a bucket of 99s in a day on top of the alcohol content I create and on top of beers to chase everything. So I do, but that's why I drink so much water every day.
Yeah.
I do try to balance the negative I do to my body. Don't do as I do. I'm a very unique individual.
All right. Words of wisdom. Don't do as he does.
When you see a person making cocktails with pre-workout that are 100% liquor and 650 grams of caffeine and whatever's in freaking post pre-workout, it's not somebody you should I want to be just like him. That should not be your first thought.
Well, that takes a trained professional to do that.
It does.
I would say
my only when I didn't have chasers, I used to go to the gas station, get a cup of black coffee, pour half out, and fill the other half of the cup up with vodka.
Really?
And that was my cocktail to go, and it worked. And you can acquire a taste for anything. I learned that when I became a wino. Started going to expensive dinners, became a foodie, doing wine pairings. I would never spend $30 for a bottle of wine you can get at freaking the store for $10. I've never spent $150 for a bottle. You give it 30. But when you sit there in front of that chef that is telling you, if you taste this little flavor profile on the tip of your tongue, that's going to marry perfectly with this scallop, and then you taste it, you can acquire a taste for anything and justify any freaking combination of alcoholic flavors.
Yeah, I mean, once you drink things long enough, you're like, okay, this is good now.
Yeah.
Like me with Jaeger. Hated Jaeger.
I love
But,
Jaeger.
You know, I've made so many drinks with Jaeger now that, okay, Jaeger's not that bad. You know, so
Yeah.
I can do the Jaeger.
I'm just saying, I happen to, that categorizes you to me as a drinker. Like if you don't throw out, like, you know, what are your favorite liquors? And Rumpelmintz, Jaeger, Goldschlager, and Everclear aren't in your top 10, then you're kind of like,
Wow. Rumpelmintz, Jaeger, and Goldschlager.
I mean, you are running a tiki bar. Which, again, I've never.
I have those ingredients. You know, I grew up drinking Mad Dog 2020, Boone's Farm, you know, malt liquor, stuff that was instant hangover to the next day. Everclear. You know,
don't freaking know. We used to drink Old English OE40s.
Oh, the OE, yeah.
Drink it to the first brim, which is literally a pint.
Yeah.
Or not a pint. A half pint.
Yeah.
And then we'd fill that up with Old Granddad Whiskey 101. And then we would walk down the parade route and freaking OE and Old Granddad 101. Oh, man, that was such a great combo.
Dude, if you had these when I was a kid or when we were kids, you know how easy it was for us to get mini bottles back then? And we didn't have to get the whole bottle? Well, I'm going to tell you a story. I used to drink my parents' alcohol and refill the bottles with water. That's, you know, my buddies would come over. We'd have a party, drink all the vodka. I'd leave it a little bit in the bottom just so it smelt like vodka and filled it up with water. And then at Christmas time, when my parents had people over, I was like, oh shit, they're drinking that vodka.
That's great.
You know, so that's just a story about me.
So it was not very hard. I started bouncing at a bar in New Orleans when I was 15 years old. So that gives you a character check of New Orleans, and it's just old school. It's good people, though. Like, I mean, it's different than any other place in the world. It is. I started shooting pool in a pool hall that my grandpa worked at, where I grew up at. And when I walked in, they're like, "You look like Edgar." And I at 14, I was shooting pool 5 nights a week at this pool hall, and it came with a pitcher of beer, and the jukebox only had Rush. And I'd jam Rush out and freaking shoot pool all night, drink beer, run next door. But that's New Orleans. New Orleans is like back then. Yeah. Now New Orleans is I'll get out.
I mean, when I was 17-year-old, I was DJing at a bar every Friday night. I mean, that's what I did. That's how I did half of my stuff. I was DJing at a bar every Friday night. So I grew up in bar life, you know.
Yeah, DJing is kind of like TikTok to me. Too many buttons.
You know, there's stories. I got plenty of DJ stories. You know, but this is about you. You know. We'll be right back. We're just reloading the cannons and filling our rum. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hey, Tiki Talk the podcast is looking for guests. Yes, if you know anyone who has a special story, talent, whatever it may be, product they want to promote, anything they want to get out to the world, we want to talk to them here at Tiki Talk. Head over to shipnut.net, fill out that form, and we'll be in contact soon. So, once again, we're looking for guests here at Tiki Talk. If you know anyone with a great story, get them in contact with us. Cheers, guys. Hey guys, don't forget to go over to shipnut.net and get everything you've ever wanted. Go over to shipnut.net right here. We have podcasts, we have blogs, we have cocktail recipes, Amazon store, everything you need right here. It's a one-stop shop. Don't forget to click on that CW Spirits link. Get your favorite spirits delivered to your door. Also, don't forget, check out the merch shop. You can get all your favorite Shipnut merch right there at the merch shop. So check out shipnut.net. Guys, help me out. Go to shipnut.net, guys. Cheers. What were people's first reactions, your customers, when they first started ordering the Party Starter and first started using it? Talk to me about their reactions to it.
It was a mix. I learned very quickly that nobody watches your videos. So they might have saw one video where it looked just like, oh, you just screw your bottle on and just like you. And you forgot to take the little brim off and it leaked. And I'm like, well, if you watch the videos, nobody watches videos. And out of all my following, like, I got people that beg me for Party Starters, can't wait to get them, blah, 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 this, that, the other. And when they get them, when I watch them put it on, like, it's like, have you ever seen me use a Party Starter ever? And so that was one complicated facet to get over because I'm making these myself. To include a picture-by-picture instruction on the back of every, it's just a cost. So when it started off at the beginning, it was kind of like, what do we do? How do I cover this dynamic of client that doesn't watch a video, orders it? And it's not quite so black and white. It's black and white now that you can just slap it on. I mean, that's pretty easy. Then I had the Kraken audience.
Yeah.
Which is a whole thing that I did not know exists. You just went black on my screen, by the way.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay. Now I'm watching two of me.
That's good. That's good. That's the screen I got up right now. We're good.
Oh, that's fine. I'm just trying to figure out which one I look better in.
See, now you can see everything.
I like it.
Yeah.
So then the shotgun audience came in and the Kraken. And I have never shotgunned a beer in my entire life. I didn't need to. I drink 40. I went to Easy Serve, got a 64-ounce cup, poured a fifth of vodka and one Rockstar in it, and that was my drink. Shotgunning was not a thing that was ever part of my life.
Yeah, I just got my Kraken the other day for the first time. I'm not a big shotgun guy. I never was. I never was a big shotgun guy. I got the Kraken. I was like, this thing's like pretty cool. And I am going to post a video with the Kraken and the Party Starter, so I'm working on it.
On not watching enough videos the first time you posted, and on top of not calling you out, on top of calling you out on it, I sent him a video on exactly how to crack it.
Yes, you did. You said, hey, just so you don't make a mess, here's the instructions on how to do this, which was awesome.
So when you do that video, I don't care if you have to do 5 freaking tries or 5 takes. I expect you to be the first person to first-time shotgun on camera and have this be successful. But I'm loading it. We've not been drinking a lot this whole time. I have. Little hasn't. So I'm going to do a Party Starter right now.
I'll do one with you. I'll do one with you. I got Arizona hard tea, and I got 99 pineapples. My bottle looks clear because it's a green screen behind me. So,
well, I initially made the Party Starter for Buzzball and then adapted it to everything else that it turned into. So I figured for tonight we would do this, but I'm going to do it the new way. I am doing a watermelon 99s with a margarita Buzzball, which is going to give me acid reflux and indigestion. But it's the only things we had on hand.
All right, so you see this little rim right here? You have to push that down, guys.
Now, I have learned, I don't want anybody else to take this as law, but I have learned if you actually just do this and screw it really tight, it pops that down for you. But
there you go.
I highly recommend you do what you said. So anyway, that's loaded. That's what it is. I'm going to do Lou Bells real quick.
We got it right here. I got mine loaded up.
Lou Bell is doing one of our. Ooh, I forgot you opened it. One of our favorites. This is the horchata Buzzball, which is kind of like cinnamon toast crunch ball.
Ooh, that sounds good.
This is going to make this like decadent.
Yep.
That's good.
Right,
yeah,
check this out, guys. That's what the Party Starter looks like. Besides the green screen behind me, it's a great invention.
All right, so we're throwing that onto the Party Starter. I will load Lulabellas right now.
I think it's important to emphasize you need to take that tab off because sometimes this can's not
Oh.
open all the way.
We always recommend to take the tab off. It works
Yeah.
if you don't take the tab off, but if you want it to be 100% effective every single time, take the tab off. Anyway, hold
It just it works a little easier without that tab on it. All right.
All the way.
There's lots of user error that I've watched. And without having to respond to every user error issue, if you just do it the way I tell you to do it, I promise you it will work 100% of the time.
Yeah.
And 100% of the time, if there's an error with it, it's because it did.
I know because you've told me how to use it because I fucked it up the first time.
Well, I'm probably the only person that noticed that you messed it up. And that's only 'cause I was
no. You could see that rolling out of the can when I first did it.
I didn't see one comment though that mentioned it, so you made it look good at least.
I try.
Other people and be like, oh.
I'm a professional. I try to do that. You know.
That's a brand new one, so it's tight.
So
I'm gonna do mine.
Yep, party starter right here, guys. There it is.
Lock them in.
All right, let's do it. Cheers, guys. Cheers to the party starter.
I'm going to do some cool drink with this, just since we're having fun being casual at the exact second.
What is?
I love Urban South Brewery. They make some awesome. This cucumber lime is like my OG favorite.
Wow.
It's not good.
Not good. All right.
I bought a whole 6-pack for $15, and I'm very mad because I'm going to come up with some really cool things. I cannot even think of something that I can make that taste good with now.
Well, I'm going to tell you, these Arizona hard teas, they're pretty fire.
They have reached out to me. I think I might have a couple videos coming soon.
There you go.
So, if you're new to the Party Starter family, now, you don't have to chug your entire beer, but when you do a buzzball, we suck this down in one shot.
You have to.
And we did one video so you understand why the Party Starter is the Party Starter, where I'm broken. So we did a breathalyzer before we took them.
Yeah.
Louisville did not have any cocktails. I was at a 0.07. She did one buzzball. 15 minutes later, she was at a 0.09. So already past safe to drive.
Yeah.
I was at a 0.07. Which is when I realized I was broken.
All right.
Anyway, I'm gonna knock out. She's gonna knock hers down too because she's a soldier.
All right, guys. Cheers.
Happy Friday.
Cheers to the party starter family. That was good. That was good. Now, see, it just goes right down.
If you want a flavor combination, watermelon and this margarita. And I did this because I already made the mistake of doing it once. Tastes like a combination of Clorox bleach, Fabulosa. So you know how Fabulosa smells like a combination of butt and clean?
I wouldn't go that far.
That's what I think it smells like. And Windex. And this is going to be in my mouth for probably about a half hour. But that's what that tastes like. Fabuloso, Clorox bleach, and Windex.
Exciting.
But that was your original combination, right?
No, that was not the original, but that was one that I did recently. But that's all I had on hand tonight. Because,
see, you got to get sponsored with Buzzballs.
Well, so now there's something out there called Big Sips. Big Sips looks like it's something cool.
I saw that. Yeah.
That's like the Toxic Family. He's running like a page for them or something. So,
Ooh.
I'm gonna try to get on it. It's 1% more APV, so instead of 15, it's 16 proof.
Well, you might get, Toxic's a good guy. You never know.
He's an OG party guy.
Yes, he is. Absolutely. He just posted a video the other day. I mean, he did the Kraken, the Eagle Funnel, and the Party Starter. He was partying by himself.
That's it.
Great.
If you didn't know, I don't have any friends. So.
Sure you do. Yeah, you do.
Well, I mean, you're my friend, obviously.
Well, absolutely.
We've never hung out, and you haven't bought my tickets to the Halloween Horror Night yet. So,
hey, listen. I just went last week.
I know. I was very jealous.
Well, I told you. Let's go. Whatever you want.
Well, I mean, I figured once I did the podcast, that it would be like I thought we agreed that you were going to send me tickets.
Oh, is that what it was? Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. They're in the mail. I'll mail them to you.
I also need a cot in your tiki bar.
No, well, that's all right.
I'm putting my money right back into the party starter. So I mean, we're not profitable yet, but we're having fun.
Listen, anytime you want to come down, I got a spare bedroom. I got couches. We can make it comfortable. Don't worry.
All right. Run it back real quick.
All right. Yeah. Anytime. Open. Just let me know. You got to bring a bucket of 99s.
Oh, no, I promise you. We're going to come with so we don't leave the house if we go on vacation without 5 buckets.
All right.
At least 3 cases of something that's mixed up. Yes. And when we roll out, and everybody that meets us that night will forever remember.
And you're making some wings because those look fantastic.
Yeah. We literally, last little taking the party starter on the road thing, we bought seasoning abroad. And now we actually have a travel pack of seasoning and everything I need to do my wings everywhere I go. So wings are a given whenever we travel.
You have to. It goes hand in hand with the party starter.
It's a social interaction kind of thing, Wherever you are, if there's a pool, a barbecue pit, you throw some wings on and you start talking, and you're holding one of these. I promise you, by the end of the night, you're gonna have 25%.
Oh, for sure.
I'm always good friends with people. So if we come, it's only for a day because my friends only last my personality maybe
24 to 48 hours.
After that, I gotta run really fast so I can leave you with a good impression.
Well, listen. I know what to expect.
Well, yeah, you have sat in some of my 3 a.m. while you're working.
Yeah, not Instagram. What is it? TikTok. Yeah, that one.
You should see us on Clapper. That's a hoot.
Clapper. I haven't been on Clapper in a long time.
Neither have I. But when I was banned on TikTok, Clapper was an entertaining evening to say the least.
Yeah.
So
I got banned on TikTok 2 weeks ago for live. Because somebody reported me for something stupid. So
it is what it is. I invest a lot of my heart and time into live, so that's the only reason I haven't been live a lot lately. But I'd like to get back into it as far as making people's orders and just showing some love. But it's very discouraging when you lose that access, when you put the time and thought into setting up everything that you're doing so that people can see what you're doing, and
so
because of whatever.
Anybody on Facebook that's watching now, if you have questions for Justin, comment them in the comments, and Justin will answer them for you.
Check it out. I'm an open book.
Yeah.
Right now we're running on all of my pages and feeds. I try to post pretty much everything across platforms.
Yeah.
We're doing my favorite party starter combinations because I think the most requested thing that I have had come to me is, do you have a recipe book? And I really don't, because if you want to know the God's honest truth, I like to drink and I like it to hurt. So I usually lead towards. So when we get the 99s buckets, the most vile freaking 99 in there is mango. I've never had Everclear goes down like water. That mango shot makes me question life every time I take it. But it's the first one I take when I get the bucket.
I've never had the mango 99.
Oh God! I would absolutely love for you. I will go live with you on TikTok one night and get yourself a bucket and get a mango, and just take it in and absorb that freaking flavor. No matter how, I could be listening to Pantera, I could be just there in its own, and I'll take that mango, and it makes me go.
So what you're saying is, if you want to hurt, drink the mango 99.
Yeah, drink the mango, and then at the same time, put a peach in your mouth. You freaking you're in misery heaven. But I love it though. It makes me go there. But again, I
got an idea.
You said and literally knocked down an entire bottle of freaking Everclear.
What if we did?
At the end, we were fun.
Mango 99, peach Marcotte, whiskey
Oh.
with something else in a double barrel.
I'm just mad jealous that everybody else has all these awesome Marcotte flavors, and I got pink lemonade, and then eventually I did get the sweet chocolate cream, which is delicious.
Oh yeah,
But
that's a coffee changer right there. Put that.
Absolutely.
Oh man, I got.
I don't drink coffee.
I got the cinnamon moonshine, the spicy cinnamon,
Mhm.
dude. It blows anything else out of the water. It's
I
so
have a
good.
hard time buying a lot of new stuff, but if Marcotte, if you're watching, send me all of the flavors. I promise you, I will literally make a mad content. But I do have to add a whole lot of alcohol content to your product, because as delicious as it is,
Yes.
there is some freaking place in my heart that as soon as I pick up a bottle, no matter how good it is, if it's not 80 proof, like my liver shivers. It's like, no, like this calorie intake, that's not worth the reward.
You're like,
But that's
okay, why are we drinking soda today?
That's it. If I'm going to drink and put 50% alcohol, or 50 proof alcohol in my body, that's sugar and that's sweets and that's what have you. I have to drink 3 times the amount of that to get to a place where I want to be. I'm a drinker. So 80 proof plus is the brand that I have. And I'm not wearing the shirt, but we're going to have a clothing line. It's already done. You see a few videos with it. That's called brand 80 proof. So it's 80 proof and up.
So
and
let's talk about what's coming next for Party Starter. Let's talk about it.
There's a lot of things in the works. We got the double barrels rolling. We're about to tweak the double barrel maybe one more time to make it a little bit more streamlined, a little bit more functional.
All right, you have the prototype double barrel there. Let's show everybody the prototype. Talk about it a little bit.
This was the initial prototype of the double barrel, and I promise you, this works really, really well. But during football season, this might be a good game. Like you could literally put your beer at one end of the bar and then like play paper football, flick through it. I mean, there's still a marketable aspect to that. It was me concept. Will it work? Can I get 2 shots to flow into a beer as I drink? It works. I could not imagine anybody buying this. So the way my brain works, so this is kind of how the original Party Star worked.
Yeah.
So here's the concept. How can I make this by hand and not manufactured and be something that somebody would want to buy? But now that I just thought about the paper football game, it's this thing. Coming soon.
Makes it very versatile.
This is going to be a drinking game, I promise. Anyway, so it went from this, and this is how the brain works for me.
Yeah.
I would like to bring it from this. Then the Kraken crew came in, shotgunning, what have you. And shotgunning 1 shot in a beer is something better than shotgunning nothing.
Yeah.
So I was like, if 1 is good, and then I see people like literally ripping open the top of their can and jamming 2 freaking bro tender. Check bro tender out. Love that guy.
Oh yeah.
He literally has a tool that he rips like the freaking can open and then jams 2 mini shots on top, which gave me the idea of the double.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, that was concept 1, not marketing. Then I was watching Back to the Future. So I was like, all right, well, again, you have to understand, I'm making these by hand. Of course, if I could pay a company to manufacture this, they could streamline all this down to something attractive.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make something attractive by hand and sell it to you. So I came up the flux capacitor.
I love the way you call it the flux capacitor.
So again, still PVC, but
it's cool looking.
Like a whole lot. It doesn't look quite so bad on top of your can, but the angles just did not work. Now, if you were shotgunning it, you'd have to put it on backwards, and when you did, it worked. But still, can you imagine walking around with that big old boy on there? And it's still just PVC.
It's better than the goalpost.
But is it? Because now I'm thinking this is the tailgate party game.
Well,
like
true.
Set your beers up, freaking, you flip it through and you got to take a shot.
Listen, and then you can take the mini bottle and kick it through the field goal like a paper football.
There you go.
Paint it yellow. Oh, dude.
I think he just took some mushrooms.
Maybe
We're
fizzies.
definitely.
I was drinking fizzies.
Oh man, that was no joke. That story was true. I literally sat in the freaking shower for 2.5 hours with cold water running. I could not make my legs move. I had a little tiny chihuahua staring at me in the shower as I crawled almost 75 feet from the shower, drug my shins across the little ledge of the shower that like closes the door. Somehow made it into bed and convinced myself to fall asleep before the spins really, really got me. And I woke up at 4 a.m. and I ate like the most healthy horse you ever imagine in your life. That's how that night went down. I felt like an amazing freaking that product got me right where I wanted to be. Then the rest of it hit. So where they say within 10 minutes you'll feel the effects, I'm obviously broken. It took me 3 hours to feel the effects of the first one. Then it took me another hour to feel the effects of the other three. Which was an absolute epic thing, and I'm so if you haven't watched, they have reposted all my videos.
Well, you did. Wait a minute, hold on. You did do fizzy party starters.
Yeah. So you know,
like here it is. Wait a minute, I have it right here. Watch this. He did a fizzy party starter. There it is.
So since we're here and I'm not actually drinking it, this is what was on top of that.
Yeah, see? That's what I'm talking about.
So, and then I did, I probably drank for 4 hours before that. And when I was at the bar with that, where you saw the after video, that guy is about to start carrying our line of party starters. And he fed us, God, how many shots of tequila? A lot.
A lot.
Well, that's kind of cool that he's going to carry the party starter. That's awesome.
He will.
Customized our logo for him.
I wish we had something, but yeah, he's going to sell a line of his own drinks where if you buy the party starter and come in with it, you get happy hour prices all day long. And if you bring the Jester mini bottle in, he'll fill that up for free with well vodka and add it to any margarita, what have you. So this is a local thing. I'm not doing that with anybody or everybody, but just something fun that we're doing locally with a place. It's hard to find really good, authentic. There's no food where I'm at. We're in St. Charles Parish.
Yeah.
If you Google St. Charles Parish and the #1 restaurant, it's Wendy's.
They had 10 people in drive up when I passed today.
Yes. And so this place literally makes every tortilla by hand. That's just everything completely legit and awesome. It's a beautiful restaurant. And so if I'm going to attach myself to something and take a loss, I want to at least make sure they stay there forever.
Yeah, I don't want to give it to Wendy's. Put a party starter on a Frosty.
And I have a healthy drinking appetite, so if I bring my own party starter in, I get happy hour prices all the time. So
see, it's a win-win right there. But why do you need to do that? You look at behind you. Look at that.
They're all empty.
Well, true. I mean, true.
Every one of them is empty. That's what we drank last month.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I get it.
Like if you can find a full bottle up there. So I have the biggest problem with like bourbon drinkers and pretty much everybody I see on TikTok that has a bar. They have liquor in the bottles on a bar. I don't understand that.
Well, my bar, my recycle guy must think I'm an alcoholic because there's always empty bottles in my recycle bin. Always.
But what makes you not an alcoholic is the fact that you still have as many bottles as you do that have alcohol in them.
Well, it's just me. It's just me.
Do you think she's wiping out freaking shelves of vodka? No?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think so.
Oh, she is definitely a trooper.
Oh,
but
yeah.
she's also Italian, and I'm letting you know right now, when she gets a little extra saucy, she also gets a little extra sassy. And
as she should.
No.
Yes, she should.
But, yeah. If you love the person you're with and you're happy, when you get saucy, it extends and it
you
comes.
love them that much more.
Exactly, but I have now come to the realization that she dislikes me a lot. But it's okay.
Come on now.
Long story short, yeah, I have never understood. You could probably send me 50 bottles of liquor tomorrow, and by what?
They probably will be gone before the end of the month.
Before the end of the month, I was gonna give me 2 weeks.
Well, here's my thing. We'll be right back. We're just reloading the cannons and filling our rum. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hey guys, don't forget to go over to shipnut.net and get everything you've ever wanted. Go over to shipnut.net right here. We have podcasts, we have blogs, we have cocktail recipes, Amazon store, everything you need right here. It's a one-stop shop. Don't forget to click on that CW Spirits link. Get your favorite spirits delivered to your door. Also, don't forget, check out the merch shop. You can get all your favorite Shipnut merch right there at the merch shop. So check out shipnut.net. Guys, help me out. Go to shipnut.net, guys. Cheers. If I'm drinking and making content, it's me out there. It's usually on an afternoon before I have to go to work. So I drink it 1, maybe 2 before I go to work because I can't go to work hammered. I just can't. I wish I could, but I can't. So
I've built entire landscapes, and I have videos that I'll send you. I need to send those to you. So when I build the fence, every fence post I set, I do a 99 shot. My fence is stood up after the hurricane.
Yeah. All right.
That's because I was angry and I was listening to Inventor.
Are you sure about that? That were they not leaning before the hurricane?
Oh, no. Every fence I built stayed up after the hurricane. I promise. And it was great. So I was like, come work for me. But then I figured out that other people can't do the same thing and only got 2 hours of work out of them before they had to go home.
Well, your tolerance is high.
That's why I got the injury, and that's why I'm on social media now.
Your tolerance is way high.
It's scary.
But
it's costly.
But when you're doing a pre-workout with vodka, you have a high tolerance.
Look, I don't care what anybody says. Find that brand of pre-workout, pour 1 scoop into a 4-ounce glass and pour 3 ounces of vodka and just throw it back. Wait 25 minutes, and then when you start feeling this feeling that you've never had before, which is like literally ants crawling like on your bone under your arms, then you're there. That point, do like at that point, you just need to stop and you need to do like 50 jumping jacks and get your heart rate up to about 165 beats a second. Once you do that, you don't have to do anything else for the next 5.5 hours because your heartbeat will stay at 165 beats, and you're going to burn 1,600 calories laying in bed watching freaking like whatever you're watching on TV. You're good. It's the best diet plan I've ever found.
But don't do what you do.
Well, no, because they took away all the best things in my world because a pitcher in baseball had a heart attack because he was taking freaking Metabolite with freaking ephedrine, which ephedrine was the greatest thing in the world. And that was like what I grew up on. So don't do what I do and don't announce that you're doing it. But if you do what I do, I'm trying to give you the most realization of what's going to happen.
Right.
You're literally going to think you're going to die because all of a sudden your bones are burning. But when they start burning, do 60 jumping jacks. Keep your little Fitbit on or your Apple Watch.
Yeah.
You're going to close all your rings out for the day in the next 30 minutes as you sit stagnant staring at the wall going, what is going on? And you're scared.
Oh, that's one way to close those rings.
I mean, there's another way to close them, but I'm only like a 4-minute man, so
that doesn't do it. No. Now that's 30 seconds of excitement, and we're done. I need a sandwich.
I have hip problems.
Well, I get it, bro. I'm right there with you. All right, so guys, if you want your party starter, it's right here. I have a link in the show notes, theoriginalpartystarter.com. You can get yourself the original party starter, the double barrel, some shot bottles. Now it comes with you send empty bottles too, right? With every order.
Yeah, every order so if you order a original party starter only, you get the party starter. You're going to get the mini bottle with Chester the Molester. Why do I keep saying that? That's why I came. You get the little mini bottle with Chester the Jester. But that's Chester the Jester. He has a cool hat. I mean, look, he's on my hat. That's Chester the Jester.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you get your party starter, you get your mini bottle, and you actually get a mini funnel, which I don't have in front of me, so that you can fill your mini bottle without spilling.
Okay.
If you order a double barrel, it actually comes with 2 Chester the Jester bottles in a funnel.
Well, that's good because it gives people option to put whatever they want in the bottle and not just be stuck with 99 or whatever minis they can get. They can put whatever.
States that can't get
you would be amazed. So this is another thing I learned through my trials and tribulations with the party starter. There are like 20 states that don't sell minis. You can't get minis.
Yeah, true.
So that's why we send them, and we also offer on the page. You can buy a 5-pack, a 10-pack, what have you, of mini bottles.
Yeah.
And fill up with your favorite liquor. And look, 99s are vile. There's nothing good about 99s other than they're 99 proof.
Yeah.
That is the only reason they exist in my life. Less that. They're not good. But if you mix them correctly, you can really create a decent tasting cocktail. So I have balanced off the debauchery of my drinking habits to creating stuff with the 99s that are delicious drinks. So when you see me tell you this drink is this good because it's legitimately, you also see me do some drinks that are just, it's not good, this is a me thing, don't do what I do. Such as pre-workout and vodka. It's good to me, but it's not something I would recommend.
Well, the one drink that must be good is the 99, not the 99.9, the Buzzball, Pina Colada, and the Fireball.
Buzzball across the board, less the margarita and cranberry.
Yeah.
If you put Fireball on top of them, you're good.
Yeah.
The Choco Teas is our favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the very first thing we did, not on camera, before I even started doing like personal stuff, was the Choco Teas Buzzball with Fireball. Cinnamon, chocolate, a little bit of cinnamon. It's just delicious. It goes down well. But we elevated that to the Choco Teas with peanut butter vodka, dough ball whiskey.
Yeah.
Like, all those things. It's chocolate milk. It's delicious. It's 15% alcohol. Add a 99 proof component to it, or an 80 proof component to it. You have a drink that is, by definition, something that's going to get the party started.
And that's what it's all about. Get that party started. Yeah, Well,
but
Justin,
yeah, we never got back to the double barrels, but we went
let's go.
to that.
Yeah, go ahead. Here we go.
This is actually the first thing I made. I thought this looked bad, and because I'm not a big fan of the vinyl tubing. It's visible right here. So this is me being a perfectionist, and I wanted to look manufactured. The clear vinyl tubing bothered the hell out of me, but I literally made this my first attempt at the double barrel, and I did not like the vinyl tubing, and we wanted the black tubing. With the black tubing dissolves very rapidly with alcohol.
Oh, really?
There's not a black tubing less fuel line that will hold up to alcohol, but there's also double negative to the black tubing. You can't see if there's mold building and if it's cleaning and what have you. So long story short, this is my very first double barrel.
Yeah.
Threw that off the wayside and waited 2 more months. Came up with that. Came up with this. Made this video, took the video down because I said starting next week we're selling this because this works great. I was going to have to spray paint this, and it looks like this. But the feedback on the video is enough to make me want to sell it. And after
it's cool. It's cool looking.
I mean, I was like, hey, look, this is the double barrel. It's the freaking thing in the Back to the Future car. When I went live with it, I went back to the very first thing I created 3 months earlier that I could have already started selling.
Yeah.
But I was trying to find a more manufactured look to it that would be cool or whatever. And that was it. So when I promised it was going to get launched on Friday, I threw this away, threw 2 other versions this way, and just went right back to the thing on the
right back to the original. Yeah.
That was it.
Hey, listen, don't overthink it. It's a good thing. It's a good product.
Simple.
That's it. And it works. Do it. I like it. I love it.
It definitely works if you watch videos.
Yeah. Well, watch the videos. Go to Justin's social media. He's got videos everywhere on how to use the party starter. He's got great recipes. He's got awesome cocktails. Definitely visit him on all social media because he's got some awesome stuff out there. The party starter is just outrageous. I'm happy to be part of the party starter family.
Hey, everybody watching Shipnut right now. Shipnut literally ordered and posted the second video of the party starter.
I did because I liked it.
He is as OG as it gets. This is before I was cognizant enough to say, hey, I want to send you something free. We were good friends. I followed him, and I'm not sure if he followed me at that point, and liked my stuff. But I liked everything he did. I loved his tiki bar. He ordered. I sent him an extra one at no charge.
Yes.
He paid for it. And he posted. And he messed it up. And that's fine. Everybody does. But I was hoping he's like, what's the punchline?
I was waiting.
And when he did not pull that ring down, I promise you, I looked at Lou. I was like, this mother.
I'm sure you did. You're like, what the fuck is this doing?
Anybody do this right? But what turned out happening is, look, we have done nothing but create a family with what we're doing. So whenever you buy a party starter, tag me. I literally repost every fail, every negative, every positive, everything in between. This is the party starter family. There's a few people out there that in this dynamic of TikTok that have purposely posted bad videos that our family has inundated them without even me. I was on vacation without me knowing that he did. Blew me up because he thought I set my army at them or something like that. This is a family. If you're trying to hurt our family, our family's going to take care of ourselves. But
absolutely,
in the dynamic, if you post a video, you're getting every one of my accounts, and I'm hashtagging Party Starter Family. And I want to know what you're drinking because I have come up with the bare minimum of cocktails I love.
Yeah.
People that post have given me some of the greatest cocktails that I found.
Yeah.
And you're using something that I make by hand and that she labels and ships herself. This is like my heart going out to you, and then you sending love back to me. I would say 25% of our business is reorders.
Yeah.
Which is like the most flattering thing. Yeah. And they don't even post. I don't know who these people are from Adam, but we love your product, and they've named the freaking double barrel the Dragon Claw. There's a Dragon Claw clue.
It kind of does.
None of them post.
Yeah.
It's the Dragon Claw, but they bought 50 of these suckers and then reordered another 50 and another 50 and another 50. It's like, I love it. This is what social media to me is about.
Yeah.
And I've never had social media prior to this, so it's nice having. This is our family. It's a Party Starter family.
Yeah. Well,
every single video you see, if you hashtag Party Starter Family and look up posts, you'll see everybody that's bought the Party Starter, every drink concoction, every story, every interesting thing. It's just something to share with everybody.
It's true because you do repost everything Party Starter. Everything that's posted, you're right there commenting, liking it, reposting. It's awesome. Great support. It's a great product. It's handmade with love. It's just you two.
I do wash it after, but before we ship it, we sanitize.
Well, I mean, whatever.
I'm sure you watch a million lives where I put a drill through my freaking palm of my hand.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
You literally bought the thermo hygienic or whatever thing you put in. It's 800 degrees and it mixes everything. It's a whole cost.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, I mean, me, I wouldn't care. Whatever. Send it to me. I'm gonna rip it out of the bag and I'm gonna drink the extra.
I ordered a Party Starter and it still had residue from Jaeger on it. I've been like, money.
Bonus. That's a bonus.
Yeah, you got a tested trial and freaking true Party Starter freaking.
See, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, bro. It's Do it. I don't care. Alcohol sanitizer.
I don't have a 5-day rule. I have a 3-day rule. I think I said that last night somewhere. But yeah, I mean, I'll cook something.
The food left on the stove.
Yeah, the pork ribs I cooked last night.
I don't do that.
She just puts it in the microwave and thinks that's gonna be freaking safe.
No, I pick it up that night.
She doesn't. Yeah. Hey, long story short, when I cook something, we are never getting sick from salmonella. We're never getting sick from any food poisoning ever whatsoever.
What's that called? Building immunity?
Oh, dude, our immunities are freaking on a whole new level.
That's what you need. I do that. Whatever.
Yeah, but we leave our chicken out for 4 days.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. We don't do that.
I barbecue in the dark. I don't even know if that shit's done.
We have kids. I serve that to my kids.
They don't eat fast food.
I'll leave pizza out and I'll grab a slice.
No, I'm talking about meat products.
Okay.
Well, what do you think they did back in the day when they didn't have refrigeration?
You can eat a McDonald's hamburger in your truck for 3 years and you're fine.
Hey,
pizza's kind of along the same freaking, it's just gonna get crispy.
No, I do love cold pizza, by the way.
Just eat it. I mean, just eat it. It's
okay. Never has cold pizza because it sits on a counter for 3 days.
What's the worst that's going to happen? What's the worst that's going to happen if you eat it?
You build up some immunity.
Throw up and diarrhea.
Like I'm not like a medical doctor or anything, but I'm pretty sure that turns into penicillin or something. Whatever,
Listen,
if I'm wrong, I promise you, I'm going to create my own hashtags on Google, and then I'll Google it and prove you wrong with my own facts.
Listen, if you can do pre-workout with freaking vodka, you can eat anything.
That is probably the least freaking shocking thing that I do.
That's just the rule.
Like the least shocking thing that I do. I mean, it's the least shocking thing that I do.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen.
I'd love to give you examples, but I feel like I don't want to leave this. I think I've left nothing but a good impression.
We're good. We're good. We don't need to leave examples of that. Well, listen, guys, you can get Party Starter on originalpartystarter.com. You can get them on shipnut.net. I have a link there too, so you can get them anywhere.
You Shipnut though, because he's one of the only I think 6 people now that have a discount code.
Anyone, listen, brother. As long as they get it, they can use my website, your website. I just want people to get this awesome product.
I want them. If you don't order from Shipnut, I'm not sending
it. You don't get the mini bottle.
I'll send you the used ones.
There you go. That's it. Autographed.
That's right.
Autographed. We want it autographed with pre-workout still in the mini.
That's it.
Ooh. Hey, what if we mix some pre-workout in the mini bottle and shot it in like a protein shake?
So what I used to do.
Oh boy.
So again, I always try. So look,
apple cider.
This is the methodology of my life. Any negative you do to your body, you need to do an equal positive +2. So if you're shooting pre-workout, you add a shot of apple cider vinegar. You add a ½ ounce of olive oil, 1 scoop of pre-workout, and then 3 ounces, 4 ounces of vodka to kind of do that. You need to mix that bad boy up because it clumps up real fast. But that was my drink. My drink was 1 shot, 1 ounce of apple cider vinegar, ½ ounce of olive oil, 1 whole scoop of pre-workout, and 3 or 4 ounces. It would fill up an 8-ounce cup. And I would sit in the parking lot of our freaking landscape company. And you want to know something funny? 2 other people would come hang out with me in the parking lot and look forward for me to getting back to the shop so that they could do my drink.
Yeah.
And one of them was a 109-pound soaking wet girl that loved this shit because it got her up for the next 9 hours.
Nice.
It's a great combination. Don't do what I do.
Don't do what I do. The infamous words of JustintimeNola.
A filter, although I really don't believe I have a filter on. But yeah, I mean, my eyes are white, my pee is clear, and
all right. Hey, basic Basic Bartender was on YouTube. She says, love these guys. Thank you, Basic.
Bartender,
we love you.
You are your favorite. Love all your content.
Yes, we do.
Awesome. Thank you for joining.
Absolutely. All right, Justin, listen, I hope you come back on the podcast someday. We love to have you back on. It's been a great conversation. Guys, go get your Party Starter. You won't be disappointed for sure. These two are a great pair, great couple, great people. I'm proud of being part of your family.
And you are as OG as you get. You're second.
So, thank you. I appreciate that.
The next time we do this podcast, I'll be sitting right there in your living room.
All right, we'll do it live. Sure.
And we're gonna go to the freaking Halloween Horror Nights. We're gonna tag team some freaking content, and I promise you, we're gonna put one of these out in Universal Studios.
Okay, I'm there. Listen. Wait a minute.
Next month.
I'm going back to Halloween Horror Nights, the 29th.
The 29th.
So I'll bring the Party Starter with me.
We'll be there.
You got it. I'll do it.
Can we make the kids disappear?
Hurry up. No! Come, get down here. Get down here.
Maybe in October.
Where there's a will, there's a way. I promise you I can make things disappear.
It's not that long of a drive.
I mean,
it's only like 12 hours. It's not that long.
All right. I promise you, if you ride with her, that 12 hours is going to eliminate 12 years off of my life. Yeah, she'll make it 8, and I'll literally be sitting there looking at my Google Maps, and it's like we're going like I keep getting red flags from like all the freaking speed limits, what have you. I'm going to show up with no toenails on both of my feet.
That means you better potty before we leave.
That's all right.
I don't think I'm. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I will emergency brake, the fake brake, and lose all toenails when I get there. So I'm going to need the handicap pass to the thing.
All right, I'll call it in. We'll get it there.
All right, my brother.
All right, guys, it's been a pleasure. Listen. Go follow Justin on all his social media. Hit partystarter.com, chipnut.net. You'll get it all right there.
I'm going to cut him off. I don't need you to sell me at all. I want to know what Chipnut's been drinking that his dialect and dialogue has become so muddled from the beginning of this. I feel like you've been hitting on the side.
What do you mean?
Well, you started off very professional, very clear. Now you're like, you sound like I've been drinking for like a few hours.
Well, don't worry about it.
You went black a lot.
Don't worry about it. I'm going to go on TikTok in a minute and do my live on TikTok.
What?
Well, then,
we have to join.
Since we're stuck here, we might go live for the first time in 6 months.
There you go.
And join you on freaking TikTok.
All right. I'll be there in about 30 minutes.
But if I get banned, it's because of your slurred speech.
I've been banned. I'm gonna risk it again tonight.
If I get banned, it's only because of your slurred speech right now.
No.
Oh yes.
All everybody, right, it's been great.
We love you. If you have a party starter and you're shy to post something, I have so many people that have bought this that have reordered that I would love to know what you're drinking. Step out on a limb and post one post with it. It could be a picture on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I would love to repost what you're drinking. I would love to know. She would love to know what you're drinking. We share the love. This is a family. We love you guys. Shipnut, if you are not invested in him 1,000%, he is the greatest people in the world. He invested in me before I was anything. We love you guys. Thank you for watching this. I can't wait to watch it myself.
Guys, thanks for being on. I appreciate it.
You are the only person that I've wore a shirt other than this for.
Oh,
I remember.
Get in your life, I'm going to wear your shirt.
Okay.
I should not way too big. But
keep working out.
Anyway, this has been great. Love you, Shipnut. Thank you for making me do this.
Hey,
I gave him lots of concerns last time. I was like,
you got to get out there, man. You got to get out there.
I'm there.
All
right. Bartender, we're going to do this so on. Love you guys.
All right, guys. Love you. Cheers, guys. Take care. See ya. Guys, awesome interview with Justin and Lulu Bell. Check out the Party Starter. It's an absolute awesome thing. And you won't be disappointed by getting it. We love them. Thanks for tuning in to Tiki Talk. We'll see you next time, guys. Cheers. Thanks for watching Tiki Talk, the podcast. Remember to hit that subscribe, like, and share. Until next time.